Okay, it's about a half an hour. I have to start this camera. I just wrote a huge post and decided to post it in my mailbox because it's exactly how I saw things. Everything seemed to be okay until my eyes began to see things that it could never imagine. Saw nothing. Nothing at all. Except when I looked at something, it was like the thing was highlit. It was highlighted. And anyways, we're not going to get on. We're going to get on to the small stuff and numbers. I was just looking at a page online to show you what it was. It was this over here, these dots and how the dots work. And if you notice, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you notice, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's no more than 7. This is where the L cuts off. The reality of this over here, okay, do you see the way it creates its D inside? But it's actually a V. A V becomes half what the D reality is. But we disregard it and we'll still look at it as a P. Or take these two rows off and it becomes a D in its own. Okay. The N is the same thing. Do you notice the way it goes 7, 7, 3, 4, 3, 3, 7, 7. 7, 7, blank. Just take this, the limit. Here's the limit and here's the limit. Okay. This one crosses over with, goes up, crosses over with 1. This one becomes 3. This one becomes the square block. You see the way this one looks like number 1? We just take it off. And then this one looks like number 1. We take that off. So you just take off this over here. And they both look like number 1. Okay. The only thing we're missing is the block in the center, creating your N. Now I'm going to show you the rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 2, 6. The U becomes the dog leg. 7, 3, 3, 3. This becomes the C on 3, 7. This becomes part of your Nibiru thing, 3, 7, 7, 3. I'm going to show you how that works out. When we come to the N letter, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 21. 21 total dots. But it's not the reality. The reality is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stop. The line in the center is what goes on top, and the line in the center what goes on the bottom. If you want to put a pin in and connect them together, that's what you would do. 6, 7, 6. The line going across gets one more because of its angle. Count it for more. Do you understand? Because if I don't bring this up to here, this one is already at this height, but this one is not because of the angle. So count it for more. 6, 7, 6. 3 and 3 is 6. 8 and 8 is 16. 1 and 6 is 7. This becomes 1, 6, 6, 6, 7, 6, 6. The church, 1163, creation of one angel. The N and the I you can make it like this if you wish. Becomes 2 and 7 and 2. 2 and 7 and 2. Or 4, 5, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do this again. I may have made a mistake somewhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 5, 5. That's perfect. So this stands for the Mayan number. This is the passage to all. The N, I and N, because why? These two are reverted. This can be the Z. This can be the H. Okay? Do I want to make it a little higher and look at the H this way? Where it's 3, 1, 3. Where it's 3, 1, 3, 3, 1, 3. This divides these two 3s. This one divides these two 3s. This one is 5. This is 3, 5, 3. Electric company. Inside of the passageway. H and I the same letter. N and Z the same letter. N and Z is 14 and 26 equals to 40. Okay, equals to 46. Then we have over here H and I equals to 17. 9 and 8 is 17 equals to 63. The creation in the church. 11, 11, 11, whichever way you want. The other one in between is 1, 1. And this is the angel one because it goes on an angle. If you want to look at the A, it looks like a spaceship. It's 2 and 2. You can actually split it down the middle because it has two sides. It looks like a milk milk can, eh? Doesn't it look like the milk can? But here it goes 3 and 3. 3 here, 2 here, 3 here, 3, 2, 3. Or it goes 2, 4, 2. 4, 2 and 2. Okay, this is actually divided. This is actually the center. If this is the center, we have to count it all different. We either count it this way or we count it this way. Now we're going to go into ball. 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. All the same numbers. 11, 212. This is the 10-10 world. Tall. 2, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2. Call, which is 1 plus 2 equals 3. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 equals to 5. Equals to the E. So now you have two vowels, A and E, and A and E equals to 1 and 5, and the 15th letter is the O. A, E, O. Where did we get A and B from? 1 and 2. 1 and 2 is the L letter and the B letter, and it makes Ibalo. Okay, which can also say Balo is the hail, is the hay bearing. So let's go back to what we got over here. 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3. 11 times 11 times 11 is 1331. 7 times 3. 7 times 3 is 21 and 10 equaling to 31. 31 days in a month. 56, right? Which is 2 times 3 is 6. 2 plus 3 is 5 equals 56. 56 and 21 equals to 77. CHRIST, in which IST, 20 and 19 is 39, and 9 equals to 48. 20, 39, 48. 11 and 18 is 29. The birth of an angel. How do I know it's the birth of an angel? I like to go back a couple of pages. See the G? I like to go back a couple of pages and see if I can pick up on a piece I was working on yesterday. You all know about the crow? You know about the crow? He pulls out a clue. A clue is an idea. The clue is an idea. The crow pulls out the clue. The crowbar. Warren. The Warren is the queen in war. Warring Cromarty is an expo. In the exposition, EX equaling to 24X, where X resides is Zion, Israel. 6 times 4, 6 plus 4 is the X letter, 24th letter. 6 and 4 is 10, Roman numerals X. 4 and 6 across from each other, and they can hold 9, 11, and 4, 5, 6, the Federation, because 4, 5, 6 are across from each other. X with the posts up. Remember the T-bird? Number 10. Where does 10 take the spot? 10 takes a spot either in a corner. Now, let me not get into that. No, I can't find the piece I was working on. So I'm going to go back to this and show you where am I now? The church, the numbers, the number 23. Number 23 or number 14, which is the DNA. This stands for part of NEW, is EEE. 555, NEW. Yes, number 48, I remember where I found it now. Take the letter A in the A family. Take the letter H in the A family equals 9. Take the letter K is equal to 11. 9 and 11 equals 20. The K is in the A family equals to the 11th letter. Is equal to, the J was 10 equaling to 19. 1, 8, and 10 equaling to 19. 1 inside 8 and 10. One inside 8. No, these are all in the same area. You don't need it. 1 inside 8. 10. 2 worlds of 5 and 5, and this world of 4. See the world of 4? It's empty. There's nothing here. There's a 0 right here. You'd have to run it this way. A 5 here and a 5 here. This is your happy face empty. You must fill it up with your own heart, the one moon. Here's a moon here and here's a moon here, the left and the right worlds. There's three worlds, the one here, the one over here, and then the one over here. Divided by the only four corners we know, but here's 4 over here, and here's 4 over here. The 4 that shows up in the 10, is it the same 4 that shows up in the 9? Is the question. Doesn't matter. Here's your 19. So we were talking about the angels again, the R letter for number 48. R equals 18, K equals 11 equals 29. J is 10 plus H plus A. 29 and 19 is 48. Christ inside the angels. 7 and 7, 7 and 7. We're nailed and we need a crowbar to pull it out. The crow, the rose, the war, the queen. 622, 6. Where did I get this number? That's 676. 42 and 13, 42 and 13, both making 55. 5 and 5 is 10. All zeros get 6. They all get 16. Sweet 16 for every single 10, and you can't get anywhere because the only way to get a 10 is 5 and 5, because when you play poker, you only get a $5 chip and a $25 chip. By the time you get $24 on the table, you have 4 $5 chips and 4 $1 chips is $24. You have $9 on the table, you got a $5 chip, you got 4 ones on the table. You got 1 chip and you got 4 chips. You got 1 chip and you got 4 chips. By the time you get the $15, you got 3 5 chips, okay, plus the $19 and 4 small chips. So you got 3 5s for 15 and 4 small ones for 19, 3 small ones for 18, and 2 small ones for 17, and 1 small one for 16. So you need a minimum of 3 chips, and then 4 chips, and then 5 chips, and with 6 chips, you finally reach the moon, and that's the maximum you can go. You want $24, you got a 5, a 5, a 5, and a 5, and then you got 4 ones, it's 24. 4 and 4 is 8. Maximum 8 chips take you to the maximum heaven. 24, 2 times 4, 2 plus 4 is 6 and 8, 14. 14 is the letter N. 23 is the letter W. The way to make number 14 is the birth. 1 times 4, 1 plus 4 is 5 and 4. That 5 times 4, 5 plus 4 is your 29, bringing your H and I, okay, your H and I and J equaling to 19. The 1 soul born into the 9 birth. Yellow. In pool. You want to go to this one next? 1789, 99 plus 1 years later is the 100 full years. What happens? In 1888, the election is baffled, okay? And Grover Cleveland loses the 1889 election to Benjamin Harrison, marking the 100 years. Then Benjamin Harrison, Harrison Ford, Harrison, New Jersey, Rutherford, New Jersey, Ruther or the other Ford, Rutherford, other than, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, the first 100 years, the second 100 years. But let's go back to 1963, and it's 52 years to the number of man, 26 years from 1989 to 2015, leaving us with 622, 6. 26 and 62, 88. 62 minus 26 is 34, is 36. Creation, 36, 46, 56, 62. So the low is 36, the high is 88, 98, 108, 118, and 6. 124, the bad cat. 124, ABD. ABD is all you need. You don't need C because that's in creation. That's what you created. You have A, B, D. So you take A and D and you remove it, you have C. Once removed. If you want to know about the penny or about how we got to 7887. 7887. 7 and 7 is 14, 1 and 4 is 5. 8 and 8 is 16. 1 and 6 is 7, 7, 5, 5, 7. The 16th letter is P. The 5th letter is E. The 14th is N. We have the penny, the O-penny, the opening, the copper opening, Hoover, remover, Hoover Dam, John Fitzgerald Kennedy, 52 years and 26 years since 1988. I'm not sure who the president was in 1988, but it was very big around this time. Yeah, give me a second. I'll call you back. What can I do for you? Because I'm busy doing something for the next 3 minutes. I can't hear you. Well, what?
You called me.
I called. Yo, yeah, I called you. I just wanted to tell you that the board that brings the wood up in the conveyor.
Yeah.
Well, that board has to be trimmed down, or you have to put another one. That's why the wood is jumping. You follow me?
Yeah, what you put in, right?
Yeah, that's why, because it's when that's put in, if the chain is too tight, it will jump on it. That gives it no slack. So that board has to be taken out, and you have to put a thinner board in. But it can't be too much lower than the chain because the wood will go under again.
Okay.
You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just take out 4 to 6 bolts, but you got to put in most of the bolts, eh? Otherwise, it'll move.
Okay.
Okay?
Where'd you get a piece of wood to put there?
I took it off the rack. But if you can thin something down or put 2 boards together.
Right. And you cut them. Okay.
Yeah, and I cut it to size. I cut it both ways.
Okay.
Okay?
Right.
Okay, so if you need, call me if you need something.
The heater, I fixed it and brought it back.
Oh, he brought us back another one?
No, he fixed it and he brought it back.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. We'll be there in the morning again.
Okay.
Okay, bye. Okay, so let me finish back with the penny. Sorry about that. John Fitzgerald. Have you ever seen the ridges on our coins? Well, the ridges on our coins explain what it can do inside a machine, or what a machine has done to it, or the system. We must be remained the names of the system, because the codes are all the same. If you're a man, you get a number. If it's a barcode, and this kind of barcode, otherwise we have to re-barcode everything. The machine reads. It's a reader. You read, you see, you know. If you go to another land and they change the kind of letter, like you go to Asia from here and they show you balls instead of numbers, then we'll see differently. But the totality of every living object has a number. If you're going to do an atom or a carbon, we're always giving it numbers to understand how much we can. Otherwise, it will not do what we need it to do. Yes, it's great that we have the element, but if the element does not proceed in a certain fashion, it cannot do the work that it made itself out to be naturally in this universe, or however we maneuvered it. The penny is 16, 15, and 14. Okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and see if I can remember how I got this. 6, 5, 7. 6 and 1. 1 and 5. 1 and 4. 3.1415. 29. 6 times 5. 6 times 7. 6 plus 5. 6 plus 7 equals 18. Equals 210 means you count to number 20. 1 to 20 equals 210. 1 to 19 equals 191. 1 to 18 equals 173. The creation of the Queen's Gateway. Taking away 19 and 20. Everything begins at 18. So when you take away 18, 19, and 20, which is a total of 57, you have 153. 18, 19, 20 equals 57. Take away 50 is 160. Take away 7 is 153. It says ACE. 315, 315, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The ace cat. The electricity. The cat. Ooh, what kind of energy was that coming up my back end? The building of Hoover Dam, Herbert Hoover. Okay. Voodoo, Rev, reverberate. I'm not sure, something to do with RD, the roadway, the third roadway, the moving of the waters, the arm, her, bear, the birth of. H means the split world, and that's Hoover Dam for sure. So let me get back to these numbers over here. 210 plus 18 is 228, plus 42 is 260, plus I think it was, what in the world is that? Plus 30, 260, 290. I have to redo this. Something's wrong. Okay, sorry about that. 6 by 5 is 30. 6 by 7 is 42. 5 by 6 is 30. 5 times 7 is 35. 5 plus 6 is 11. Okay, so that's 11 because I don't see it here. Okay. 42 and 11 is 53. Electric company, 63, 73, 83, 90, 303, 113, 118, 128, 130, 148, 149. 149 plus 6 is 155. 1 times 5, 1 plus 5 is 6 and 5, 11. Communication. 6 and 5, 11. Communication. 11, 11, 22. Okay, 22 because we're bringing it to a secondary receiver. 2 and 2. Anyways, I'm not going to explain that because that just says V for life, and I'm still not finished with that letter. But it says it twice, which means an area space, which means it might be transferring from one area to another area, the same energy, running it in two places. One they're controlling, the other one they're controlling through the other area. They're delusionizing the spirit. Okay? Bear is the birth of. Okay? Ouvert means the green and the opening of. Iber means the electronic world spirit. Okay? Ribra means to the arm of. Arbra or abracadabra, voodoo, magic, something with controlling of an arm. So now we have 155, the totality of this, and this is 228, and 155 is 228. Is 355, 365, 370, 383. Again, 383. And we come back to where we have the church. 3883, 676. Double this, it becomes 3. Double this, it becomes 5. They're controlling an electric company. 6 and 6 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. 7 and 7 is 14. 6 and 6 is 12, the letter L. 7 and 7 is 14, the letter K. What is K altogether? I don't know. But this will be 14, and this will be 12 equals to 26. 26 is the letter Z. They're controlling the gate. You see the way we turn this like this? To cross like this, the water doesn't move. Like this, the water crosses over. Like this, it takes no sides. This can be in the flow, like a valve. This can be a crossover. So we did Penny Lane, okay? Penny Lane. We can do Pretty Penny. Pretty Penny is 16 and 18, says 1 penny. 16 and 18 equals to 34. 16 and 18 are the last two reds, and it equals to number 1. 1 and 1 is 2. 8 and 6 is 14. 2 and 14 is BN, Ben, the name of. The name of. 34 equals to 1. Okay, but 1 gate, 3 and 4 is 7 and 12, 19 equaling to the spirit gate, the yin and the yang part of it. So this becomes 34 over here, right? 16 and 18. E equals 5, T equals 20. T equals 20, Y equals 25, 25, 25, 25. So man is the pretty penny. And forget about the penny, he's ET. Time electric, spirit time, Esprit, I don't know, but this is in the ET part, and each one of these is par. P-E-A says a pair. It says there's a pair of. You need more than 1 penny to play because in poker, when you're playing 1, 2, you each have to have 2 pennies each. You each throw in 2 pennies, your head's up. One head is down, one head is up. You're face to face, just like on the cards. You're playing that pretty penny. So pretty penny, time. And the penny. Where else can I go in here? It's 24 minutes. Raphael, 7286, and a constellation of Pegasus. I wasn't going to do that, but you see the way everything runs on angles? Here's Jacob's ladder. Although you're going up, you want to go back to his face. You see, hold the chin up, hold the chin up. Okay, they're focusing on holding the chin up. And then from shoulder to shoulder, what's the question? I don't know. These are swords, or are they swords? This is a B, and this is wound up as an E because there's no hair that goes higher. It just goes over here. So this is E and B. What is ebb? I don't know, but if you find ebb in one of the cartoon characters and you can revelate something with it, go ahead. It's all in your own basic revelation. It's what you think on your basic time for your understanding and what you're happy with. If you're not happy with it, obviously you'll go on, you'll forget it, you'll do something else until you're happy with the way you think. Thank you for watching Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. If you want to see where Joshua comes from really easy, it's right here. A equals 0, 1 letter. Joshua. The first A letter, the second A letter is H. S-H. The third A letter goes into the 10 family. 1 and 9, A and I is only vowels. It equals to J. J. 1 and 9 says I have the first ball and I have the first ball of 2. I now have the U ball. U. Joshua. Okay? And the reality of this is no reality. Is this one and this one, 1 and 5, okay, makes the O letter. Once you have the O, the two sides, you have A and E. Okay, you have the center of two worlds, electric company, A and E. You have the A in the E position, right here in the center, in the E position, in the void section. If you notice, wherever you look at a dice, the A is in the E section. There's never anything beside A. There's nothing beside A. He's all alone. The minute you want to look at something for A, you got to do this to it. But there's nothing in A. Unless it becomes this world over here. So it becomes this world over here on these boxes that we put this, if you see it. If you put this on an angle, it will cut these boxes in half, showing you a box that's split onto the left, it's split onto the right. Therefore, the world has been split. The understanding has been split. The time is ticking because you split the time by splitting the squares by turning and giving A a second value. And here it's got above and below and it's cornered in. And here it's open to do what it wants, east and west and north and south. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. What do I know? Your perception.